think it's a combination of all the things. I think that being at Notre Dame helps prepare guys for being in the big stage, in the big spotlight. I think that's number one. They're used to high expectations just when they decide to come to school here, and I'm fortunate to have had experiences that could be helpful in their development to help prepare them that way. And the style of our offense and the way that we teach our fundamentals, and Coach Kelly has a great belief in fundamental football and teaching the things that are necessary to have success. The consistency of doing it the same all the years has allowed some of the guys to improve a little faster because we don't change. We stick with our base core beliefs, and Coach gives us a lot of time to work on fundamentals during practice, and you can get trapped working on plays a lot. I think is an issue at times when you're trying to develop people, but Coach always wants us to go back to fundamentals. So that fits me like a glove. That's what I'd prefer to work on too. So it's kind of a combination of all those things, but we do put a strong emphasis on guys doing things fundamentally sound, and I think that is helpful. The exact kind of pattern we were just speaking of, that he stayed the course, that he kept working, that he was not selfish and didn't just think of himself, cares about his teammates, loves the university, loves the education he's getting. And when you combine all those things, you stick it out, and you, like Coach said, you don't judge your career till it's over. You just keep plugging, and he's worked his way forward. He's grown steadily, and he's very committed to learning the nuances of playing net versus guard, and he's done a great job of kind of slowly progressing, and just inching his way forward. He's not a flashy guy. He doesn't always, do everything just the way you want, but he's progressing really well on just the details of playing the position. Tommy's got. You can see so much potential in him. Like you just see him move and go. The thing that you can never anticipate is how he learns how to do all the things that we're asking him to do. So right now he's in information overload stage. So he went from looking really good to struggling just because he's thinking too much. We've installed our whole offense now. They've installed their whole defense. So we're now just starting to repeat plays and do a play for a second, third, fourth time against the same look. And now he'll start to grow, and he's already started back on a good path. But yeah, he hit the freshman wall big time these last couple of days, and is just starting to come out of it. But as far as the future for him and the ability that he has, it's tremendous. Yeah, he's first of all, he comes from a great program and a great background at Elder High School with his coaching staff. His dad played at Vanderbilt and was his line coach, and they run a great program. So he's been challenged all through his high school years to do things the right way, and he's embraced that, and he's very prideful, and he wants to do what's right, and he's willing to work super hard to get it. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Those are the kind of guys you want to be around. Sam's doing well, but I mean, Tristan's a good football player. So I mean, it's not like Tristan's doing poorly and Sam's doing great, or it's not that Sam's not doing well, but Tristan's does a lot of things really, really well, and he's, again, by far, not in a position where he's not going to play somewhere. That hasn't been determined, and he's doing a lot of really good things. And Sam has had the good fortune of being in the same spot, and has made a lot of progress. But Sam's a good football player, and he's in a position right now where we expect him to continue to advance on his consistency, and that's what we're looking for there. But really pleased with him, and I'm pleased with Tristan. Tristan's whole thing is he's a year behind. So he's a little less consistent right now, but it's coming. Well, he's been our backup center, for 2 years. And he's been snapping the ball, and he's been in the offense, and he has experience doing it. So he was the natural guy to step right in there, and Tristan has provided great competition for him and has showed an ability to play center as well as guard. I mean, he's the older guy. He's the guy that's done it more. So he's there because he's a little bit ahead of Tristan, not because he's a lot ahead or just because he's been here longer. He's playing a little bit better at the center position than Tristan is, and he should. If he wasn't, I'd be really disappointed. He's been here longer, and so Tristan's training at both spots and competing, and he's a good football player. So that's why, instead of just keeping the two of them working that way, then we've worked on him at guard, and he's making progress there. Again, I think we all understand the type of player and person that's going to be successful here, so we zero in pretty good. And obviously our recruiting guys do a heck of a job, and they work hard at it. And but I also think it's kind of a product of Coach being here for a while and some assistants that have been here for a while, and that we've all figured out who to target. That these are the kind of guys, obviously they have to have the ability, but they also have to fit what we're looking for in a young man. So I think when you're a little more zeroed in as opposed to out chasing everybody, then I think that does help. Well, we're a work in progress, so I think there's a lot of positions that can be strong in our team, but we all have to develop our units to be rock solid. So I would say that's the plan. I mean, that's what your expectation is, and whether we get there or not, we'll see when we start playing. Yeah, Mike stepped up and transitioned positions, and it's very important to him that he continues what the Martins have established here in a leadership role, and being there to help the other guys and be a great teammate. And it's important to him to do that. And he's doing a good job. Q's doing a good job, and but he's been tremendous with his with his willingness to go out of his way to make somebody's day as far as doing what they're supposed to do and helping them. Yeah, they both work hard. They both want to do it. They want to compete. They want to get better. They're both working at their fundamentals, trying to improve their fundamentals, which is what we want them to do. And so, after 13 practices, they're progressing pretty steadily in the direction we want to go, and we'll solve the who's starting and who isn't, down the road. Whatever's best for the offense and for the unit and for what we're doing, whatever's best we'll do.